Yep.
36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Marlena E. Taylor presiding. During these proceedings, there is no eating, no sleeping, no lying down, no wearing of any head garments except for religious purposes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jeffrey Lance Williams. This is ticket number Z809075. This is one count of operating with a high blood alcohol content. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Gia Hickman sending in for the attorney of record, Adam Clements, PA 6783 for the defendant.
Thank you. And Mr. Williams, can you state your name? Unmute yourself and state your name for the record. Put your whole face in too. I just don't want to see the top of your, there we go. State your name, sir.
Jeffrey Lance Williams.
All right. Counsel, this is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. How are we proceeding today?
We would like to set a bench trial today.
Okay. Is this what your schedule, Attorney Hickman? If so, look at, oh, not this day. Hold on a minute.
It's Attorney Clemens' schedule, but I have access to his schedule. We can't hear the courtroom. I don't know if we're supposed to be able to.
I know. I'm trying to. So the date that I have is for a week. I'm off, and so I was trying to see if I could get any closer. It's June 24th. Can you look in the schedule?
Let's see. That looks good. Well, no. Yeah, that looks good for us.
You sure?
That's good. Yep.
Okay.
I was looking at the 27th, but we can do the 24th.
Okay, June 24th. That's going to be at 9 a.m. It will be via Zoom unless otherwise. Attorney Hickman, you in court someplace else?
Yes, June 27th is fine for us. Sorry about
24th. 24th.
Sorry, 24th.
Okay.
24th. Yeah.
Okay, 9 a.m. It's on Zoom unless otherwise notified. Then we can do it in person. Is Zoom.
Zoom is fine.
All right, bond will continue at this point in time. Mr. Williams, does that day work for you?
I'm scheduled to be at a conference, but I would definitely make it work, Judge.
When is your conference?
It's that week, but I should be able to get away.
You sure? Because I don't want, usually you have to sit for a moment, so I don't want you to just sit and miss an important part of your conference.
Yeah, I'll make it work, Judge. This is important, so I got you. Yep, I'll make it work.
I can finagle the dates a little bit. I may be able to get you a little up in June if that works better.
To be honest, could we do?
Okay, this is the best. What?
Maybe
what day?
That first week in July.
Oh,
let's see.
What is your counsel's calendar look like, Attorney Hickman? Because he has to go to a conference. I do think that's important, and he's letting the court know in enough time, so I can work with that.
He's AD starts a jury trial on July 1st. July 8th looks good.
What about that, Mr. Williams?
Let's go with July 8th. Yes, ma'am. Yep, that's good. Thanks. Yep, thank you, guys.
You are welcome. Okay, so we'll go with July 8th if that works for everyone. I know it's a little further out, but I can work with that date. Just because I know I have to push them a little out. Summer gets a little dicey with conferences for work and stuff like that. So I understand. All right. If there's nothing further, your bonds in terms of condition are as the same, Mr. Williams, and we'll see you for your bench trial on July 8th via Zoom at 9 a.m. Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
You're very welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
All right.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
Bye.
Have a great day.
You're welcome. You too. Have a great day. Okay.
Bye. Okay.
Bye. Bringing these three folks. Miss Ward, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room until I'm ready for you. Okay.
I'm sorry, Judge, it's a housekeeping matter. This is a housekeeping matter. I've got an
Yeah.
officer who's been, I guess she's trying to find out about a case. The defendant's last name is South. They've told her it's in front of a magistrate, but she doesn't know the magistrate.
Okay. You said South.
The last name is South, like in direction, S-O-U-D. The first
Okay.
initial is D as in D. That's all she gave me.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Sir. I'm trying to see. The only one I see pending is Demetra Tramiel. Let me see. It's in front of courtroom 220.
Does that give us a magistrate or just a court? They just switch it
So
around?
it just says 220 and the name is
Oh.
Demartra, I think. 220, all parties. It says at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
No proof of insurance.
Gotcha. I'll text her back.
Okay, yeah, it just says courtroom 220.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. Good morning. Mr. Williams, you were already in here. What happened? You need me to put you back in the room?
The lawyer said he was going to be right back, and then it kicked me out.
And he
I'm
left.
back.
No, he probably
Yeah.
didn't kick you out. You probably just left because he didn't kick you
I didn't
out.
do-
Why would
I didn't
somebody
do
kick
any-
you out?
I didn't do anything. I had to start all over after he said he'd be right back.
Oh, your whole place. All right, I'm gonna put you in room 18 where you were, okay?
All right.
318. All right. Good morning. YP iPad, what's your name? Ma'am, you have on a gray dress with a yes, what's your name? Okay. Good morning, Miss Whitlock. I'm glad you got that together for the trial. Okay. I'm going to put you into a breakout room so that you can talk to an attorney about today. And the officers are all present. If this is your courtroom, Attorney Warberling, they all came today. So I'll put you in room number 2. Join that room for me, okay? Thank you.
Hi, officer. I don't know who this is, but you were calling me about the Donald.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
All right. Did he already check in the polling, Wells? Okay. Mr. Wells, what room number were you in? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, that he was in the waiting room. You had already talked to an attorney. You were ready to go.
Yes.
Okay, I'll put you back in the waiting room then until I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, city prosecutor. Can you
Yes.
do a SOS check on Keith Whitley? I'm checking for a CDL.
Okay. Thank you. We
You're
will.
welcome. Thank you.
Good morning, Judge. Could I separate just momentarily?
Absolutely. I was going to say, just
Okay.
put off the screen. I won't start again without you. Thank you.
Okay.
Ebony Wright, I'm going to put you in the waiting room until I'm ready for you. Okay.
Okay.
Very good, Your Honor. I'll dismiss the officer.
Attorney Werbeling. Why does Paul Williams keep going into this room? I keep moving him into the right room.
Sorry, Judge, I got another request.
Okay, it's okay.
Michael Rice, WRICE, set for trial today.
Okay,
Checking CDL.
CDL for both of these individuals. Okay, thank you. Attorney Werbeling, you had even or odd number rooms?
I had odd, Your Honor.
Okay, so this one person must be on the phone.
Yeah, I number 17 or Mr. Williams. He was ready. Sorry, Judge.
It's okay. I'm just
Appreciate
asking.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Williams, put yourself on mute, please, until I'm ready for you, okay?
Okay.
Which Mr. Williams, Warbeline, Mr. Williams, what's your first name?
Patrick.
Patrick, okay. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna start bringing your folks in. Let me see, Andrew Williams, Sean Wallace. I might miss somebody only because I know a couple of people dropped off.
Nope, still here.
Please keep yourself on mute until I call your case, okay?
And Judge, I think we have a resolution with Mr. Rice, who's in 21. That's with the Officer Mahone.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you need to talk to him first before you bring him in here?
If I could just briefly, I'll be right back. Thank you,
Just
Judge.
go talk
Thank
to
you.
him. I can
Yep.
check in a couple.
Okay.
Did you have Napoleon Wells too? Do you remember? Oh, he went out too quickly. Everyone, please keep yourself on mute until I call your matter.
No, I didn't speak with Mr. Wells, Judge.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Go back.
Okay,
You're
cool.
good.
Cool.
Officer Franklin,
Yep. Officer Franklin here.
how are you doing today?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Sorry, I was in a wrong courtroom.
You here for Paul Williams?
Yep.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna put it behind your name. Thank
All right.
you.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna put you into room number 1 where our officers are. If you need to leave, come back out and let me know so I can know that you're leaving for some reason, okay?
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. Attorney Mason, that's Paul. He's on Paul Williams' Officer Franklin. Okay. Kenyatta ×2. What's your name, ma'am?
Kenyatta Ward.
Miss Ward was here already, wasn't she? Okay. All right. Did you talk to an attorney already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
He
All
has
right.
set it as a pre-trial.
All right. Just give me a moment. Just put yourself on mute, okay? All right.
Here we go, Judge. Hey, sorry, Judge. Can we get a SOS on Paul Williams?
Okay.
Paul Thomas Williams. Thank you.
I got you. No problem. All right. All right. Right. Mr. Dixon, you ready? You all set? Okay, cool. Andrea Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Andrea Victoria Williams. This is ticket SP 1540734. No insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, miss?
Andrea Victoria Williams.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Judge, so she has presented valid documentation for these purposes, and I would move to dismiss for those reasons.
What you looking at, Miss Williams?
I'm sorry.
What you look? I said, what were you looking at? What were you doing?
Looking
I
at
know you probably can't see me, but I can see you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, I'm just looking at my document.
Okay. All right, you was pushing some buttons and looking over to the side. I was trying to figure out. I'm like, this your case, not mine.
I know.
All right. All right. If there's no, being that she has valid documentation, the court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this without prejudice. Ma'am, make sure you keep everything valid, up to date in your vehicle at all times, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Nicole Ware?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right.
Judge.
Now call. Yes. Thank you. Now calling the matters of the people versus Nicole Charmaine Ware. This is ticket 331363. One count, no operator's license on person. I also have on that ticket is no insurance misdemeanor, unregistered motor vehicle. Then I have ticket number SP 693253. One count failed to display a valid operator's license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Nicole Charmaine Ware.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Judge. So it seems as though it's an arraignment. And for those purposes, she will stand mute and wait for formal reading at this time, Your Honor.
All right, this time the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty for your client. It looks like 2 other tickets, which is weird because there's 3 counts on that.
Yeah. I just had the two, Judge.
Oh, it's no record of 2 and 3. You're right. Never mind. It's no record of 2 and 3. It says, okay.
Yep.
It's just 1 count, no operator's license. 1 count failed to display.
Yep.
Okay,
Judge,
cool.
she wanted to waive her rights, take advantage of the offer. She would be pleading to the amended charge of failure to display on last 4 digits 2531, and then the second count would be dismissed.
All right, if that's the case, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can, no problem. You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, Judge.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of June 5th of 2016. Were you driving a Chevrolet vehicle in the area of West 7 Mile and Kentfield in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you fail to display a valid operator's license that day?
Yes.
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, I am, Judge.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining count to be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to 1 count, fail to display the remaining count to be dismissed. Where you been, Miss Ware?
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, my fine is $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
I'm gonna do 60 days because I'm unemployed right now.
Okay. 5/13/24. If you need to set up a payment plan, you can come down here and do that. That way you can have even more time if necessary, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank
You
you,
have a
Anna.
good day as well.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. We have Miss Kingetta Ward. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Kingetta Thelma Ward. This is ticket SP 1540673. Count 1, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
And good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, ma'am?
Kenyatta Tama Ward.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Judge, we'd ask that any show causes be set aside. She's going to enter a not guilty plea, and she's requesting a pretrial conference for compliance.
All right, this time the court's going to set aside any show causes, enter a plea of not guilty on her behalf. I'll set this for a pretrial on the date of June 3rd at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, have a good day.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let me see. Who these folks? Takita Wallace, you're gonna be next, but let me check in this Samsung. Well, it ain't connected to audio anyway. All right. Takita Wallace, and I pulled some of her pretrial dates too that she has. I know you probably didn't know about it, but they all for the same type of ticket. So we just gonna pull them off.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Miss Wallace, can you turn your camera on for me, please?
Yes.
All right. Miss Wallace.
Can you pull the hat, please, Wallace?
And I need your
Sorry,
face
I'm
on the
at
camera.
work.
Okay, there you go. Now calling the matter of the people versus Takita Wallace. This is ticket, I think on the docket today was ticket number SP 1542383, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. In warrant status, I have ticket number SP 1299470, no insurance misdemeanor. And then I have tickets scheduled for pretrial with me, ticket SP 1533988. This is one count allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, miss?
Takita Monique Wallace.
And Judge,
All right,
date and time set for a show cause hearing. We ask that any show cause be set aside. She's entering a not guilty plea. She's requesting a bench trial given the allegation.
All right, if that's the case, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And it's my understanding you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, I'll set this matter for a bench trial on the date of June 28th. June 28th. That is at 9 a.m. It's via Zoom. So the same way you zoomed in today, zoom in just like that for your bench trial, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Is that for all the stuff? Because I know you had named a lot of things.
So I'm gonna set everything. So I know you have another court date on April the 1st. Don't come that day. Everything's gonna be for a bench trial on June 28th, okay?
Okay. And you said a warrant too?
It was. So you ended up getting a ticket, it looks like back in 2022, January 2022, in a Chevy vehicle near the area alleged Evergreen Retirement. So one of the tickets is a warrant status. The other one went into collection. So I can't do anything about that. But the one in warrant status is a misdemeanor. So I can take that out and put it as a part of this. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right. There's nothing further. You are all set. Thank you very much. Okay. I'll see you for all of your matters on June 28th. So don't come in on 4/1, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Very welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Officer Thomas and Officer Mahone, I'm gonna put you into room number 1. I think y'all been here, but y'all might be, hold on. Mahone is on one of the trials for today. The one I'm calling Officer Mahone staying here. Officer Thomas, I'm gonna put you back into room number 1 though, because I'm gonna call your matter.
Okay.
All right. All right. Michael Rice.
Yes, Your Honor.
Turn your camera on for me, please. All right. You can't drive. All right. Never mind, Attorney Mahone. I'm gonna have to hold on because he's driving. I don't do please while people are driving. So let me stop video and put it on mute. All right. Sean Wallace.
I'm here.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Sean Anthony Wallace Jr. This is ticket SP 1500958. Count 1, drove while license suspended. The other 2 tickets are in default, but I'm going to call them, Attorney Werbeling. Count 2 is expired plates. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Sir, your full name for the record, please.
Sean Anthony Wallace Jr.
And Judge, day and time set for a show cause. We'd ask that any show cause hearing be set aside. He's entering a not guilty plea at this time, requesting a pretrial. He's very close to compliance. It's a matter of paying a small fee to the Secretary of State.
All right. At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. I'll set this for a pretrial on the date of June 3rd. June 3rd, that'll be at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay, I got one question though.
Yes, sir.
I got a letter from the Secretary of State saying that my license is suspended for an extension period of time because I was driving with a suspended license that I was unaware of. Is there any way I can plead to that or do something to get that taken off? Because I was unaware about the whole suspension of the license. Because you know, $14, they said, and they suspended it because of that.
Yes, they will. Because if you don't take care of your stuff, they will suspend your license. They sure will. And then if you drive on the suspended license, they penalize you even more for driving on the suspended license. They sure do.
They sent the letter. I pulled over. They sent the letter after the license was suspended due to I owed them a small amount. They sent that after my license was suspended. I'm like, okay. And they tried to pay for it, but they wouldn't allow me to pay online. So I don't know if I got to go inside and pay.
I don't know what it is. They don't tell us exactly what it is. So unfortunately, you would think that we communicated with the Secretary of State's office so I could tell you, but we do not. So you just have to handle this ticket or handle the payment or whatever they ask you to do. And hopefully they'll be able to, because we don't know what their suspensions are and why they go about suspending stuff. Like they don't tell us that information. So only you would know why. If you owe money, why they would be able to, then you would know what tickets you received and which ones you may not have paid for, or if you had a fee that you owed to them.
Yeah, I ordered a license. I had got a new license online or whatever, and the money, and I guess the money had bounced back on my bank account. He sent the letter saying I owe $14. So you know.
Yeah. So you drove when your license expired. When you said $14,
no,
I was like,
that wasn't expired. I had lost them. They wasn't expired. I had lost them. I just got my license last August, but I lost them. So I ordered a new one. I got the new one in the mail, and I thought everything was okay because they still sent it out. When I got pulled over, he said it was suspended, and I said, "Let me go try to find out why." I went home, and 2 days later, he sent the letter saying I owed them $14 because I had ordered a new license, but my license was not expired.
Okay.
I had just ordered a new one.
Pay them like $14. Did you go in person and pay them like $14?
I'm about to now.
Probably today, Judge.
So you gonna tell me about it, and then you ain't even go and try and pay for it? if you don't get off my screen, Mr. Wallace, and try and pay that $14 to the Secretary of State's office and then come back and tell me what happened, thank you, sir. I don't know. If you ain't paying, I can't help you.
I'm about to go pay. I'm about to go pay it
Pay
today.
the $14 and see what
I'm
they
about to go
say.
pay it today. All
Okay,
right.
go pay the $14, and then when they come back, if your license is not suspended, we can handle the rest of your tickets. Thank you. Surprise.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. No problem. All right. Mr. Rice, did you pull over yet? So I can get my officer out. He has a city to save right now.
Right.
City to say.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You do. I know you do. I live in the city, so I need you to save it for me, please.
Yes, I pulled over.
Okay. All right, I'm asking you to start your video then for me. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Michael Angelo Rice Jr. This is ticket SP 1479158. Count 1, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Also ticket number SP 1480526. Violation of the basic speed law or drove in an unsafe manner. I'm laughing because you were so soon driving. Appearances for the record started with counsel, please.
May it please this court, Judge Ben Werbling, P64889, on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, sir?
Michael Angelo Rice Jr.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding?
Yep. Judge, date and time set for trials and formal hearing, respectively. We did reach a resolution with Corporation Counsel. My client's aware of his rights, any potential penalties. I know the officer is present. The people are prepared to proceed, but my client wants to waive his rights, accept the offer whereby the unregistered vehicle would be dismissed, no insurance misdemeanor would be dismissed because there's been valid documentation that has been provided, and then the civil infraction would be amended to limit access speed 1 to 5. He wants to plead responsible to that amendment.
Thank you. And I do want to recognize and acknowledge that Officer Mahone is here today for this. At this time, counsel, do you stipulate to the 4 corners of the ticket for factual basis?
Yes, I do, Judge.
All right. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of limited access speed 1 to 5. The remaining ticket will be dismissed. Sir, that fine is $125. Typically, you have 14 days to pay that. Is that going to be enough time for you?
It should be.
Okay. All right. I have it due no later than March 27, 2024. Okay.
Absolutely. And this is on top of what I already paid out.
Correct. I don't know what you already paid out.
There was some mention, Judge, that he may have posted some sort of bond or put a money amount on the civil infraction. I'm not aware of that.
Yeah. So when I paid the unsafe manner for the
you paid that ticket already? Oh, yeah, well, you done messed up yourself. So I can just dismiss the other ticket if you want. He done messed up his own self and got himself 2 whole points instead of 0.
Unless there would today have been an appeal, maybe, Judge, or that's not possible.
Nah, I don't know. Let me see.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to look it up myself.
Me too.
Yeah.
I say he owe $170.
Oh, I do? Okay, never mind then. I paid something out that day.
I'm sure you did. It wasn't this, so I can amend it. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he paid for this ticket, so he's all set.
Okay.
All right. There's nothing further. You can log off. Pay this, sir. Okay.
Okay. So I still got 2 points.
No, you got no points because we're able to amend it in the system, so you should be all right with this one. Okay.
Okay. And that is 125 by March 24th, you said?
125 by March 27th. By March 27th.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I have a good day. No problem.
You have a wonderful day.
Oh, you too. Officer Mahone, you stay safe out there.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you. All right. Let me see. Y'all ridiculous. Patrick Williams.
Yeah.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Patrick Donald Williams. This is ticket SP 1520349. This is count 1, defective bumper, fender, windshield. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Count 3, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. This is the date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Ben Wordling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Sir, could you state your full name for the record, please?
Patrick Donald Williams.
And Judge, date and time set for a pretrial with respect to my client. He wants to waive his rights and take advantage of the people's offer. The unregistered vehicle would be dismissed because there's been valid documentation provided. No proof of insurance, civil infraction, similarly dismissed for the same reasons. He's going to plead his charge to the defective bumper, fender, or windshield.
All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand.
Yep.
Do you swear or nope, that's a civil infraction. All right. Never mind. Put your hand down. Counsel, do you stipulate to the ticket to establish a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And do you stipulate to probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the count of defective bumper, fender, or windshield. I believe this fine is $120. Let me check. Yep, $120. Typically, civil infractions are due 14 days from today. Is that going to be enough time for you, sir?
Not really. I need to 30 days the next month.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 30 days, but I would advise that you come down here and try and set up a payment plan. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tickets in collection with our building, which means they're going to take that money from you. And if you don't want that money taken away from you and you want to set it up so you can have it taken out on your own, come down here and set up a plan. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams. Good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Dante. How you doing? Let me bring in these other folks too. My officers. All right. I know you got another one, Attorney Werbeling. Let me just bring in some of these officers. Please keep yourself on mute until I call your matter. Thank you for your patience this morning, everyone. This last person. Put it up.
It might be, Judge. You may have done UNAN on your own, Judge. I don't see him here. Nashwan UNAN. Oh, you did not. Okay.
Something.
Yep.
So we'll hold tight. At the end, I'll call him if we don't. I thought I had Keith's file. It's the ROA. So that's what I thought.
It's still in line.
Okay. We had the officers who came out. But Samsung, let me ask this though. Samsung SMA, what's your name? It might be this person.
Maybe he left by accident.
I know, and that's why I'm thinking of this Samsung phone. Can everyone cut their cameras on, please? I know mostly everybody's cameras on. Keith Wheatley. All right. Attorney Kaufman, I'm gonna call Miss Whitlock because she has a trial today, and I want to get those officers out. I see you've reached some type of resolution.
I'm sorry, my camera's on. I was having a technical problem.
Okay, it's okay. Put yourself on mute now. All right, Lavelle Witherspoon. All right.
Yes.
Just put yourself on mute for me.
Okay.
Now calling the matter. Miss Whitlock, you can unmute yourself for me. I'm gonna call your matter.
When can you do
Now-
that? Can I speak to Harry one more time, real fast?
Yes, you can. No problem. Absolutely. Oh, no, it's fine. Thank you for saying that before I called it. I appreciate that actually.
Okay.
Let me reopen the rooms for you, Attorney Baughman, so you can have it. All right. I just want to get the officers out for her case. All right. Go ahead. You can assign her Attorney Baughman. She wants to meet with you real quick. Attorney, Miss Whitlock.
Okay, Ms. Whitlock, please press join for the breakout room and I'll see you there.
All right, everyone else, just please be patient for a moment. I'll be calling you momentarily. Just give me 1 second.
I'll be right back, Your Honor.
Yep, go ahead. Attorney Warbeling, did you do Mr. Wheatley? Or no, was that Attorney Baughman?
I believe that was Attorney Baughman.
Okay.
If you want me to stand in for anything, I had one little appointed thing with Judge Stanford Jones.
I handle that and then
Yeah, but I'm basically
you on
my
hold for that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a lady
All right.
that's in jail that we're trying to see if she'll let her out before the sentencing. So
Okay.
she's
Well,
been
let's
in
do
for 2
Miss-
weeks. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Let me
That's
see.
okay.
Mr. Yato is just a new date. So let me do him.
Yeah, because
Mr. Yato, can you unmute yourself for me, please?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm finding you.
Good.
Okay. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Skyland Yato. This is U ticket 681-15823. This is one count, no cigarette retail license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, sir, please.
Skyland Yelder.
All right.
And
counsel,
Judge,
this the
we're
date.
just pleading him not guilty. We're requesting a pretrial date for compliance.
I appreciate that. At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. I'm going to set this for a pretrial, sir, on June 3rd. June 3rd. That's at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
You got it. You said at 8:30.
Yep, June 3rd.
Okay.
Via
And
Zoom,
then
okay?
if we get the licensing before then, could I call in to have it moved up, or it has to be on that day?
It's that day.
You got it.
Yeah, just come back that day. It'll be
You got
fine. I have, because I try not to make it so I get so many people that y'all have to wait. It's already for a long time. So.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Okay.
Am I good to get off, or do I have to stay on the Zoom?
No, you're all set. You can go off.
Thank you.
Bonds continued at $0, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
You're welcome. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Judges, an housekeeping matter. What are we doing with Whitlock? I got my officers coming back in.
I have him in the main session. She just wanted to talk back to Attorney Baughman real quick. I was about to call her and she asked because she have a few more seconds. So as soon as she comes
Okay.
back out, I'm gonna call her case next. There she is.
Okay.
I just need to know what's going on. All right. We ready on Miss Whitlock?
Ready?
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Darian Elaine, what a beautiful middle name, Whitlock. Ticket number SP 1430641. Count 1, 16 or 20 miles over posted speed. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Ticket SP 1430691. Drove while license suspended. Ticket number SP 1387776. Count 1, speeding 16 to 20 miles over. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court. Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Whitlock, please state your name for the record.
Darian Whitlock.
Judge, there's some officers here. Would they state their name one at a time, please?
Officer Brian Nelson, badge 3664, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you. Officer Thompson?
So we'll also, okay, go ahead.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
No,
Can
she's
you
not
state
on this.
your name?
Officer Hill, you know what? She's on this case. I'm sorry. Please press mute, Officer Thompson.
Officer
Hill-
Nelson where's Officer Hill? Officer Nelson.
He may be in courtroom 335.
I'm going to acknowledge the presence of Officer Hill, ostensibly for the purpose of giving testimony against the defendant at trial. She's going to waive her right to that hearing here and now, Your Honor. She's going to plead guilty. She and I have discussed her rights and the ones that she's waiving here today. The plea is responsible to one count of 6 to 10 over. That's a 2-point offense. The defendant is giving me authority to stipulate to the facts contained within the 4 corners of the complaint for the purpose of the plea. And so I do give that stipulation. And I stipulate to probable cause as to each of the matters being dismissed here as well. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge, 6 to 10 miles over posted speed. The remaining counts called on this record today will be dismissed. Ma'am, the fine for that speeding ticket is $135. Typically, you have 14 days to pay it. Do you need more than that, ma'am?
No, I thought it was more than that. I probably paid by the end of the day.
It's $135, the speeding ticket. You just end up with some points, but the rest of the tickets, so you won't have as many points because the other 16 to 20 is going to get dismissed, okay? Completely, okay? You understand, Ms. Whitlock? Okay, but you're going to have a few points, but one of them is getting dismissed. So, and it's $135. I'll give you until March 27th to have that paid. $135. Is that enough or you need a month?
Now, how many points am I have?
Oh, two. But that's instead of having.
No, how many points am I going to have?
Oh,
Okay.
two. Instead of having 6. You hear me? Instead of having 6.
I'm sorry. Yeah, got you.
Okay. All right. If you're all set, then you can log off, okay? All right. Be safe out there, officers.
Thank you.
No problem. Officer Thompson, you're on what matter? I don't know if your person checked in. Let me get you out of here if they did not.
Yes, Judge, I had Zaria Walker.
And Ms. Walker did not check in, so you are all set. You can go ahead and continue out there on the streets. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you so much, Judge. Have a good day.
You too. We're going to KPS her just if you need to put a record what it is. I don't know. I keep trying to have them come on. And let's see. I tried to have them speak last time and they wasn't answering. Okay. Paul Williams. I think he's a trial for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Paul Thomas David Williams III. This is ticket SP 1510256. Count 1 failed to display. Operator's license. Also I have ticket SP 1509443. No turn on red signal posted. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Williams. Please state your full name for the record.
Paul Thomas David Williams III.
This is a trial date, Your Honor. We'll also acknowledge that Officer Hill came in for this case to give testimony against the defendant. He's going to waive his right to a hearing or trial today. He's going to plead responsible to speeding 1 to 5 over without the limited access exception. He understands that's a 1-point offense, and he's prepared to waive his rights today and has given me authority on his behalf to stipulate to probable cause for the matters to be dismissed. And I also stipulate to the information contained within the 4 corners of the complaint for the purposes of the plea this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to 1 to 5 speed. The remaining ticket to be dismissed. Sir, that fine is $125. Typically you have 14 days to pay it. Is that going to be enough time for you?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm happy to do no later than March 27th, 2024. Counsel, that was just regular speed 1 to 5, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Have that due by March 27, 2024. The remaining ticket was dismissed, all right?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, okay?
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let me call the case for Miss Officer. I'm gonna call your case for Miss Ward. Pronounce your first name for me, please.
Me?
Ma'am? Yes, I'm sorry, ma'am. Samia?
Seamus, yeah.
Okay, I heard you say it earlier, but I didn't catch it, so, okay.
No,
All right. All right, so thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Seamus Ward. This is ticket U674-59323. This is one count of graffiti and defacement. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Would you state your name, madam?
Seamus Ward.
There's also an officer here. Would you state your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Anthony Porcala, badge number 530, Detroit Police.
So the matter set for trial. The defendant is going to waive her right to any trial this morning. She's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation, which is that the defendant's plea will be held under advisement for a 90-day period. She understands that the conditions are that she will pay the fine as ordered and return without having any new issues of this sort, and that at that time, if she complies with those conditions, she'll be eligible to have the case dismissed if the court so orders. She's ready.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have a right to have a bench or a jury trial? But if you take this plea today, you're going to give up those rights. You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
I want to take your attention back to the date of November 11th of 2023. Were you in the area of 13600 Ward in the city of Detroit, ma'am? It's a school building. It appears to be an abandoned school building.
Yes.
And did you write on that school building with spray paint? Yes.
Yes.
You got to answer out loud. Okay. Satisfied, counsel?
I am satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. The court is satisfied as well. Ms. Ward, why would you come all this way and write on the wall of the school building? I know it was abandoned, but why would you do that?
The only reason why was because it was abandoned, and I was in the area. I had been to Detroit for a long time, and I know Detroit has a lot of protests going on for.
So let me give some light to my clients.
No, because I was wondering. I mean, it wasn't a bad word or anything. I just was like, that was a weird thing to put on the building.
It was well-intentioned pursuit of a political grievance, Your Honor. It was political speech expressed in an improper way. She's regretful, Your Honor. This has to do with the current
bridge being built.
No, it has to do with the Middle East, Your Honor, and the strife in Gaza.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may, for the record, dear Chiku Masons, City of Detroit 43471. Just to add, regardless of the political issues, you're continuing to add blight to the city of Detroit. That could have been expressed in any other city, but doing that in a city that's already consumed with a lot of disenfranchisement and people who are marginalized, that only continues to perpetuate that. Our city is not a dumping ground. Okay, so I just
Yeah.
want to make that clear that there are other cities you can go to, suburbs you can do that in. This is not a dumping ground. So please do not do that again, Ms. Ward. Do not make our city a dumping ground, even for your political actions.
Absolutely.
The defendant has been advised, and Your Honor, just for the record, this fact is not lost on her at this point. She made that mistake, and she won't again.
Oh no. How far away is the city you reside in from Detroit? Just so I can know.
Mileage, I'm not sure. About 2.5 hours.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was gonna make you do some community service down here, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be mindful. I'm sorry, Attorney Barber. I will originally the fine was going to be community service, but now I have to rethink what I what I can do. No. Hold on a minute. All right, Miss Ward, you just sit here for a second, okay? I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna come back to you and move on to some people. Just sit here for a second. I gotta think about what I want the fine to be, and I gotta consider it for a moment, okay? All right. Okay. All right. Napoleon Wells, how you doing?
Hello? Yes, it's Napoleon Wells.
Okay, 1 second.
There are only people on here like that. All right.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Napoleon Wells. This is ticket number SP 1457944. Count 1, failed to display. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling ticket SP 1457943. Count 1, expired plates. Count 2, driver allowed passenger to ride without seatbelt properly. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Your Honor, Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your name, please.
Napoleon Wells.
Judge, we just need a brief adjournment for the purpose of compliance. The defendant has 2/3 of what he needs to get along this morning. He just needs to get his registration, and that's going to take him only a week or so. We're glad to come back whenever it would please the court.
Well, he has another matter scheduled for 4:30, so I'm gonna give him that date.
Please and thank you.
4:30. Okay. All right. So I have him come back on April 30th. That'll meet your other cases. That'll be at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
You too, sir. Ebony Wright.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people with your sunglasses on. Not calling the matter of versus Ebony Wright. This is ticket. Uh-oh, hold on a minute. That wasn't you. That was Mr. Wells. Now calling the matter of the people versus Ebony Wright. This is Z ticket 8090761. One count operating while intoxicated. Appearances for the record. This is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. State your name, Miss Wright.
Ebony Wright.
Thank you. Judge, we were here last time. I recall that we asked for an MIDSC appointment. I'm not sure why that hasn't been fulfilled, but for the same reasons as stated previously, the defendant would benefit from an MIDC appointed counsel. And we're requesting that again today.
I know. Ebony will, right. I'm looking to see. I don't have a note in the file as far as a sheet that she called the courtroom for us to get her personal information. Did you do that, Ms. Wright?
Yes, Judge, I did in the month of February. The person that I spoke with has stated that they were going to take my number down and call me back, and that was to no avail.
Okay. And you didn't think to call back again between now and then?
I did.
And then you got the same response, nobody picked up?
Correct.
Okay. All right. We'll call right now. 313.
I have
965. Okay.
The attorney that's here representing now gave it to me just before.
Okay. All right, let me see. First week. April 3rd, I'm gonna adjourn this until April 3rd. Call right now. I'll be able to hear the phone ring and know that you called, and I'll get that over there to them today for a pretrial, okay? 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
No problem.
Thank you,
Set
Your
your
Honor.
bond to continue. No problem. Lavelle Witherspoon.
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Lavelle Witherspoon. This is ticket number SP 1530709. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Ticket number SP 877461. Count 2, drove while license not valid or improper. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harry Boffman for the defendant. Would you state your name, please?
Lavelle Weatherspoon.
Judge, there are several counts that the defendant will be able to come back with a valid driver's license, and we're asking just for a short adjournment to give him that opportunity. I don't know whether he had been advised by anybody before, but we had a good talking to. He's got some clear direction.
All right. I'll set this matter for a pretrial on the date of June 3rd. That's the shortest I have, June 3rd. That's gonna be at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Yes.
All right, if there's nothing
Thank you.
further, you're all set. You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
You too, thank you. Samsung SMA536U, what's your name?
Perry Williams.
Did somebody end up talking to Perry Williams?
Yes, we're ready.
All right, sit up for me, Mr. Williams.
Okay.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Perry Jerome Williams. This is V ticket 131912, one count harboring an unlicensed dog. V ticket 131914, failed to vaccinate dog. Ticket 266252, no operator's license on person. Ticket 233109, no operator's license on person. Ticket SP 417761, count one, failed to display. Ticket SP 939524, drove while license not valid or improper. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman for the defendant. State your name, please, sir.
Perry Jerome Williams.
Matters here for show cause, Your Honor. We will, for the purpose of arraignment, ask you respectfully to put a not guilty plea in for the defendant here and set these matters for a pretrial, please.
All right.
He waives any more formal reading of the information complaint or warrant.
Thank you. At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. I'm going to set aside any warrants that are out there and enter the pleas of not guilty. I'm going to set this for June 3rd at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Far as the unlicensed dog, I just got the dog. It was my father's dog. He passed away in December, and no one never spoke to me, asked me any questions about a dog having license or a vaccination. Now, the Humane Society did come out there, was chasing a dog, and the dog ran. It wasn't my dog. The dog ran, and they chased the dog, and it ran and jumped my fence, but jumped back out of the fence. And I don't know if that's the dog they're referring to, because my dog is tan. Yes.
I can answer your question, but I just chatted you my phone number. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Go to chat. You should see my phone number. Either screenshot that or write it down. Can you call me at noon on the dot? That's in 40 minutes, 50 minutes.
Okay.
I'll answer all your questions and help you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So that court date was June 3rd, ma'am?
Yes, June 3rd at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, okay?
I'll be giving you a call, sir.
I'll talk to you then.
Okay. All right. Kenneth Wheatley.
Keith Whitley.
Whitley, okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kenneth Rashard Whitley. This is ticket SP 1492288. Count one, failed to signal on leaving curb. Count two of the ticket is failed to display a valid operator's license. And count three is no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harry Baughman for the defendant. State your name.
Keith Whitley. KEITH
Thank you. Judge, this matter is set for trial. There's an officer here. The defendant is going to waive his right to any further proceedings. He's going to enter a plea of responsible. On his behalf, I stipulate to the information contained within the four corners of the complaint for the plea, and I stipulate to probable cause for the matters being dismissed here.
All right. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to reduce charge of speed 1 to 5, limited access. The remaining tickets will be dismissed. Sir, the fine for that is $125. Typically, you have 14 days to pay that fine. Is that going to be enough time for you?
No, it's not. I just got
How
my
much
car
time do you
fixed.
need? Okay.
Whatever the maximum amount of time is. It's not a lot of money, but I just want to make sure I can pay them for.
60 days?
Oh, yes, that's perfect.
5/13/24 is when it's due. Okay.
Yep, right there.
I can go with that. That's what I was thinking anyway. Okay. All right. Recalling the matter of the people versus Samus Ward.
Oh, I'm good to go.
Yeah, you can go, sir. You're all set. Thank you.
Everybody have a good day. Peace.
You too. Thank you, sir. All right. Recalling this matter. This is U-Ticket 674-59323. Appearances for the record, once again, starting with counsel.
Harry Bachman for the defendant. State your name.
Samus Ward.
All right. And I didn't know if I acknowledged the officer who was here, but
Yeah,
officer,
we
you can
did.
put your, okay. All right, cool. All right. I just had to pause for a moment and think about what I wanted to find to be, because it's going to be more than what I typically give, because I'm disappointed. I understand, and everybody's lectured you already, but you just got to be mindful. We're just really possessive of our city because we do enough damage ourselves. We don't need anybody coming from outside to help with extra damage. But we also know that, sometimes you get caught up in emotions. So my fine is hefty today, just so you know, $350. And you have the 3 months to pay it. If you pay it within that 3 months and you come back for your review, I'll dismiss this matter, okay?
Okay, that sounds fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I'll have you come back on June 13th via Zoom with this paid. If it's paid at that time, 90 days, then I'll dismiss it per them, okay?
Okay.
All right. Just be mindful when you go to other people's cities, even though it's not standing, we still need you not to touch it in that way, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. If there's nothing further, but that doesn't mean you can't keep protesting. Do what you need to do, but that don't
Organizing and
include.
everything, absolutely, but stay away from that. I regret it highly.
All right, we on the right page then. All right. If there's nothing further, I'll see you on June 13th with my $350 fine paid, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you, officer. Thank you, ma'am.
You have a good day, Your Honor.
You too.